Here is an old street in a quiet Spanish town. I will be painting this in today's video lesson. The street is lit by beautiful light, and we have nice contrasts between light and shadow. Here is the finished watercolor artwork that I will achieve by the end of this session. This narrow street is in a very old town that is located on the Mediterranean Sea. I start this artwork with a very rough sketch in graphite pencil. The creative task I have in mind is to depict this linear and aerial perspective. When the wet paper becomes satin, I continue, now painting the building using ultramarine blue and cadmium orange. Warm light is bouncing from the street to the wall, so to warm up the color, I add a little bit of cadmium red. I will do this watercolor in alla prima, which means that it will be created in one session. In such fast and laconic painting, colors and details are less important than tonal values. I deepen up the values of the buildings and the pavement with confident, wide brushstrokes. This artwork will be quite impressionistic. I can now paint shadows under the balconies in cadmium orange and ultramarine mix. Mixed together, they produce an almost neutral gray. The sky and backgrounds are dry by now. I can now paint the tree foliage wet on dry. For this purpose, I use cadmium orange mixed with sap green. I add more cadmium orange into this mix to make it warmer. To depict the cold shadow, ultramarine is added to the mix. All of the main masses are in place, so I can now work on the small details. For this purpose, I use small, round, and flat brushes. The artwork is gradually taking shape. I am adding a few small bits and pieces here and there, working with a small, round brush in dark color. A street view always looks better when people are present. I will add 3 small figures to this artwork. Here is a couple painted as a silhouette, and a larger figure in blue clothes. I would say that this watercolor is finished. It is a beautiful place, and it was a pleasure to paint here.